352. I think we just had an airplane crash east of here. It must be the district area.
Okay.
114, it was an American Airlines plane headed east down over the pike, possibly toward the Pentagon.
I mean, I shouldn't be alive. I mean, the impact should have killed me.
50 temple.
There's so many things that should have killed me that day.
Delta 35.
That day was supposed to be routine for Lieutenant Colonel Brian Birdwell.
It was a normal work day. I was the military aide to a flag officer. The normal things that happen on a normal day.
September 11, 2001, the soldier from Texas got to the Pentagon bright and early like he always did. Just before 9 a.m., one colleague got a call to immediately turn on the television.
We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center.
You see that huge gaping hole in the North Tower. 5-10 minutes later, on live TV, we watched second plane, Flight 175, crashed into the South Tower.
And there's now flames coming out of that building as well.
Less than an hour later,
So when you go back to the photo here,
the nerve center of U.S. defense was under fire.
when I stepped out, went to the men's restroom, I turned left into the fourth corridor, came out, I'm 7 or 8 steps out of the restroom in the corridor, about to turn right.
352. I think we just had an airplane crash east of here. It must be the district area.
An American Airlines Flight 77 crashed
36 coming around. I see the smoke.
just 15 yards before him.
Delta 35.
The emotion of knowing that I'm dying, that I'm about to enter eternity, and then how I said goodbye to my wife and my son that morning was the last time I was going to see them until they joined me in eternity with the Lord. Those emotions outweigh the physical pain of being burned and the things that come with that because of the intensity of dying the death you know you're dying.
Birdwell suffered more than 60% total body burns. Nearly half were third degree.
The pain thresholds you are dealing with in a burn unit, I pleaded for the mercy of death.
It would take 4 years for Birdwell to get to a point where his injuries couldn't be improved any further. In that time, he was honored with the Purple Heart and retired, awarded the Legion of Merit.
And what a miracle it is that we're still here. So
Birdwell's faith and his family support never wavered. He says his wife has lived her wedding vows with an unmatched rigor.
instead of Mel being back in Texas as a widow, I've got my pictures of my grandkids and the opportunities that we've had in life since then.
Today, Birdwell is a Republican state senator in Texas. Working in the Texas legislature's upper chamber, few may realize the physical and mental trauma he conquered just to serve. And he says there's still a lot of life to be lived.
Well, no matter our challenges and our difficulties as a nation, this is still the greatest place on God's earth. There are still men and women that serve, put on the uniform, that the majority of Americans still love this country and will still pay the price to keep her free. That's what I want Americans to remember on this day. Not just the lives that were lost that day, but those that responded to the nation's call because of that day, and that we're still, the liberties that this nation offers are still worth defending.
Okay, any unit responding to check the area of the Pentagon advise.
And as Birdwell still grapples with the pain of that day, 20 years later, a new generation of first responders is on the front lines, heeding that call.